Having to search for
All right, you're all welcome to this wonderful segment. I believe you all are doing fairly well. As usual, we were supposed to meet on Sunday. Yeah. Was it Sunday? I think Tuesday or Thursday. Was it Thursday? I've forgotten the date. But I've not been able to catch up with you people. we've been experiencing power fluctuation. So it hasn't been easy. Today, for instance, they have taken out light not less than 5. So as you can see, if you have not been seeing me of late, due to our power fluctuation system. So tonight, we have been fortunate enough to have our light. So I deem it great and expedient to come your way and then engage you as well. So on a usual note, on Fridays like this, we normally meet on this very channel to engage ourselves. So if you are seeing me on your screens, it's not anything new. I've come as usual. Don't forget to share this live telecast with a lot of people as much as you can. And do well to also subscribe to the channel in case if you haven't. And then do well to, once you subscribe to the channel, do well to click on the notification bell so that anytime that we engage on this very channel, you're going to get a notification. So you're highly welcome once again. Don't forget to channel all your thoughts and everything to the comment section. My doors are forever open. If you have any message, leave it to the comment section for me. Nyamike, how you doing? I believe you are doing great. Bishop Belinda Browns of Miami, Bibiabo Robert. Okay. Reverend Tinedu, Pastor Shadrach, Ebenezer Henitechi, big ups to you. Rebecca Forsen. Rebecca, Isaac wife in the Bible, right? Rebecca. Wow. Now let's move on. Mr. Stowite, greetings to you as well. Okay. Mr. Justice Osafo, greetings to you as well. Richmond Asari, Paul Esuman, Roger Joseph Yaofori, greetings to you all. Ebenezer Hagar Amata, Christabel Aiken Squatting, and Timage Margaret. How you doing? I believe you're also doing well. Elizabeth Osei. Elizabeth says, good evening, Papa. I really miss you. I thought you have left us. Thank God you are back. Hey, Indo. Hey, Fana Meko. Eno metias you. Metias me hoode pa. Me hoode. Eno me udifo OPATAFUOR me say. Me hoode. Eno me say me udifo OPATAFUOR me hoode. Say eno opeswa fa be boani. Maya me pentokwa bat. I said, Moonfeed. Okay, let's get back to business. So, Eno, you're welcome as well. I believe you're doing well. Reverend Stephen and Danny Mensa, greetings to you as well. I believe you're doing well. How is ministry going? I believe everything is on the silver side. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so please, with all due respect, if you have any message, leave it to the comment section for me. I'm alive. I'm alive. You see, I won't fight. I want a battle, but majority of people that I thought maybe they are man enough to pull the strings, they are not doing it. So I decided to go on silent mood. And well, I've bounced back. And as I told you people earlier on, I've been telling you that we've been experiencing power fluctuations on and off, just like that. They will take the light without any tangible reason. Or let me put it in this way, reasons that are best known to them. I don't know if they are trying to politicize the energy sector or what. We all live to see what happens next, and that is it all. Okay. Kwajo Apia Santi, salute you as well. Eliana, welcome. Constance, welcome. I believe you're also doing well. I'm still alive. Nothing has happened to me. I wanted to as I told you the last time that we met, I was actually going through certain things that I have. I realized that I actually have some weapons that I've not been using it. So I decided that let me come out and cause problems so that I will use the weapon as well. But nobody is trying to pull my legs. Who knows? Maybe Eno got the balls to do that. Or maybe, who else is again? Eno. Eno. Eno is my best, the best of the best, the 1% among the 1%, who has been following me ever since they discovered me. They have neither betrayed me or left me. They are always with me. So, Eno has played an integral role, and I really appreciate that. I know a lot of people have been lambasting me, trying to jeopardize me right before you, but in spite of all this, you turn your back on them, and you have made me your number one champion. Eno, God bless you so much. I respect you for that, okay? It's just that I'm being a little bit troublesome, and just accept the facts. Okay. But please, can I borrow one of unused swords? The sword that I have, Reverend Tinedu, you can't use it. The sword that I have currently, you can't use it. When I celebrated my birthday, another weapon was added to me. And all the swords that I have, please, you can't use it. It is very dangerous. It is a sword that me, myself, I don't joke with it, because even with the slightest mistake, the sword itself will turn against me. So some of you people, you can't get closer to it, because once you get closer to the sword, it will turn against you. A very dangerous sword, not just an ordinary sword. That's just by the way. Oh my goodness. So that is how it is. If you have any message, please leave it at the comment section. My comment sections are open to you, or you can as well leave something down. So that is just by the way. The weapons that the Great One has entrusted into my care. It is not just an ordinary weapon that I can joke with. There are some weapons that I can give it to you for free. With that, I can give it to you. But there are certain weapons that I only engage that particular weapon on a cosmic dimension or on a cosmic level. I don't even literally use it against humans. Okay? Have you seen a dwarf weeping? Have you ever seen a dwarf that is weeping and pleading? Have you ever seen some before? Physical, not spiritual. I'm not talking in respect of spiritual. I am talking in respect of physical. Like you will arrest a dwarf and the dwarf will be weeping, rendering an apology. Have you ever experienced that before? Physical, you capture a dwarf and the dwarf will be weeping and apologizing that you should show mercy unto him. Have you ever experienced that before? I wish sometimes some of you people, you are very close to witness certain things and how we do things, how we roll in the rest of the spirit. You'll be shocked. Oh my goodness. Now let's move to the comment section. I've got a message from Nenesika said that, please, can someone wear a dress or shirt that has the images of a butterfly? Well, you cannot bring that particular dress before the great Yahweh. You cannot do that. A butterfly is an enemy of the Holy One. And then snake is also an enemy of the Holy One. Okay? Okay. So that is just by the way. So please, you must understand certain things. Butterfly is never a symbol that pleases the Holy One. There are some entities that the Holy One deals with, or he probably takes pleasures in. So when you want to go before the Holy One, try as much as possible not to wear or put on any attire that bears the image of a butterfly or a snake. When you do that, you have yourself to be blamed, or you do that at your own peril. So take note of that. Now let's move on. Reverend Stephen and Danny Mensah, Papa, please, how do you deal with an ungrateful beings? How can one deal with that? You see, Reverend Stephen, you must understand that there are some doors that should be remained permanently closed in this life. When you start understanding how this existential realm of humanity operates, this is where you can survive. I bet you that in this end time, people have become extremely wicked. And because of that, you can't open your doors for anybody just like that. Sometimes you might think those bishops and high-ranking men of God in the society who have literally shut their doors and they don't want people to get closer to them, you think they are evil. When you get closer to those people and make enquiries why they portray such characters, this is where you realize how people who got closer to them have hurt them with a deliberate intention. How people went an extra mile to destroy them. How people did all sort of things just to jeopardize them, just to ridicule them. So as time goes on, these people, they learn from their mistakes where they prefer to make some doors to remain permanently shut. Okay? We, the Christians, as a matter of fact, when you read Matthew, Luke, John, and then Mark, these four gospel, it probably speaks about how Jesus lived his life here on earth. And as a matter of fact, man of God, when you read it, even at the operation center where Jesus stood and proclaimed the word of God, there was a particular woman who came to seek the prospect of Jesus's consent. And then Jesus referred to the woman that he didn't come for her, but rather there were some few people that he actually came for. This should tell you that as a man of God or as a normal human, you should set boundaries no matter whom you are and no matter the status of that person. I am a type that I love people. I love humans. I'm a type that I can't sit down and see to it that people wallow in long suffering. People go through all sort of unprecedented things of that sort. But you see, so I actually allowed people to get close to me. Could you imagine that? I even go an extra mile to sacrifice myself for people. I even go an extra mile to sacrifice myself. I was into ministry with full dedication. I was into ministry with full dedication. I did all sorts of things just to better the life of my fellow human, until I realized that I was actually getting the nourishing wrong. In my mind, I think by condescending and bringing yourself down to an extent where people will even walk on you, that shows that you are doing the work of God. That shows that you have humbled yourself enough right before the Holy One, until when one day a lot of things decided to turn against me. This is where I went into the presence of the Holy One, and then he admitted a lot to me by making some sightings and certain mistakes that I've made. So upon piecing it both a knot, I later understood that there are some doors that should permanently remain shut. Don't allow anybody to penetrate or open that particular door to anybody. Or when you are doing it, be very careful. Check the background of those people you open your doors to so that they can enter. Check the background of those people, or else you will be hurt. Severally, you will be hurt. You must understand that it's not everybody that gets closer to you that has that brain to synthesize the fact that you have given them the opportunity to also be a partaker of the unction upon your life. It is not everybody that will see that as a profound statement. They will go an extra mile to dent your white cloth. So, man of God, to save yourself from all these and all shameful propensities and heinous crimes, the backbiting, the setbacks, the betrayal, to save yourself from all these things, there are some doors that, as a man of God, don't open it, even if it demands for you to open it. Please cross-check the background of those people that you are opening the door to, because some might come in and poison you as well. I am a generous type, extremely kind. I can sacrifice myself for you when it comes to every aspect of human life. Do you know the number of people that, man of God, I have sacrificed for? Some of them, when the situation is susceptible to fiscality, I employ my legal luminary. There are some people who actually came to me who had nothing, and they were having court cases, and they were not having money to fund their a lawyer or a legal luminary to step in and intercede on their behalf. Sometimes our legal luminary, we had to employ him to step in and fight on the behalf of these church members. Some of them, they are being deprived of what rightfully belongs to them. They are being cheated. They are being bullied in all angles. So sometimes I will instruct Mr. Say to talk to our lawyer to handle certain cases that doesn't belong to us. There are some people that we laid our life down for those people. There are some people that I fasted beyond what is expected of humanity. I went on dry. Some of them, I went on dry without a single sip of anything relating to water. Nothing. Dry 7 days, 5 days before I was able to solve the problems that they found themselves in. At the end of the day, what they did to me, it was highly unbearable. But I had no option, man of God. I had to firstly forgive myself. I have to firstly forgive myself. Why? Because I see it as I am the one who was not sensible enough. Yes, there are some people, they are suffering because of their own nature. You think what the Holy One said in the Bible, that his arms are not short to an extent where he can't liberate his people. But because of their gross negligence, disrespect, rebelliousness, that is why they are wallowing in long suffering. They are going through all forms of life vicissitudes. So you are not wiser than the Lord who created his own beings. Why has the Lord kept mute concerning certain people? Sometimes I blame myself. I blame myself for not being wise. I always tell Mr. Osei that there were some doors that were supposed to remain shut. I shouldn't have entertained some people. I should have let them die. And by virtue of that, they will learn a sense in life. But I stepped in, sacrificed my life, and did all sort of things. And later on, they paid me with evilness. Whom should I blame? I will not blame them, neither would I blame the devil or blame the Holy One. I will blame myself because I have a legitimate mandate to shut every door that leads to my location. I have every right. But I decided, okay, I decided. At first, my heart was fully laden with pains because of what people have done to me. But one day, one of the 24 elders appeared and then decided to advise me. He said, you see, you have to firstly forgive yourself for committing petty mistakes in life. And from the day I forgave myself, in fact, I have been healed and I live a happy life. I don't care about what has transpired in the past. I just move on in life. And right from that day, I started rectifying certain things. My dear man of God, don't overplay your role in people's life, because at the end of the day, when you kick the bucket, life will still continue. Life will never stop because you have kicked the bucket. Even the people you overstepped your boundaries to protect them, to intercede on their behalf, even the day you kick the bucket, there are three sureties. Either they sit at the comfort of their domicile to say derogatory words to tarnish your image, or they will decide not to even partake in your funeral processions, or they will come and give you honor. Everybody that you literally meet in life, there's three things that are bound to happen the day you kick the bucket. It's either they sit at the comfort of their domicile and make a derogatory statement against you. Those prominent people in the society who have kicked the bucket, you see people that they once ate from their pots, sitting on the media waves, chastising them, lambasting them, just because they have kicked the bucket. When Daddy Lumba kicked the bucket, I sat down to learn a lot of things from that man's life. That man's life. You see, there are three things that has happened in this country that I have actually emulated from. Three things happened in this country right before our nose. Three things happened in this country right before our nose. And I actually sat down to synthesize that three things that has happened in this country. And I tried to collect an information from that incident and use that information as a source of advice for myself. So, man of God, with all due respect, I respect you, man of God. I respect you. If you don't take care, people will inculcate a lot of pains in your heart. And instead of you to live a stress-free life, not to get anything net deeply in your heart, so that you become free to be able to pray at always, you might get something hidden in your heart, and it will be blocking your blessings as well. That is why, OPATAFUOR, I don't allow anything to get to me. No. I can talk about something. I can fight. But that particular thing that I am fighting for or fighting about, I will never allow that thing to get into my heart. My heart is highly guarded by an unconsuming fire. My heart is highly guarded. So I don't allow certain things to get to my heart just like that. Or else it will pull me down. It will weaken my spirit and my mortal body as well. So you see, man of God, learn. Be very careful. Be very careful. You see, all the things that we have been doing, you wake up early at dawn. Every pastor who is watching me will attest to what I'm about to say. You wake up early at dawn. You pray and intercede on the behalf of your church members. Maybe one or two out of the congregation has come right before you to outfit to you the problems that you are going through. And sometimes the problems they'll come right before and outfit you will hijack you spiritually and physically to an extent where you will not be able to sleep. You'll be giving it a thought. You'll be ruminating about it, and it will be disturbing you. Sometimes because of certain people's problem, not your personal problem, you will be experiencing insomnia. You can't even sleep at night. You go through all this, you wallow through all this just to make peace prevail in the life of some people. Some of the people, what they are enjoying, they wouldn't have been able to enjoy it. But because of your prayer that you rendered on their behalf in the secret chamber of your abode, that has kept them alive. And upon all this, they will still react ungratefully. So pipe low. Pastor, pipe low. Pipe low. And then focus on the one who called you into office. I'm not the one who called you. No human called you. No human called you. Now the Lord, let me share with you this short story. At first, about 16 years, 15 years, 12 years ago, people used to come to me. People used to come to me. Now they come in and seek for my help financially. Some of them, they have a lot of businesses at major vantage points. Some of them, they have stores and stuff like that. Some of them, they own a chain of business conglomerate. And then I'll pray for them, work things out spiritually for them. Some of them, I have to create opportunities spiritually for it to manifest physically for them. And upon doing all this, they will never return and say thank you. And then at least to give me $1, at least $1 to buy some water and quench my thirst. They will never return. I'll be starving and going through a lot of hardship. Sometimes you help 100 people and only one will return and say thank you, and even not even in a better way. Some mere thank you, nothing, just like that. This continued severally, on and on, on and on. So one day, I went through a serious challenge. And at that moment, nobody was there for me. When I bounced back, I never changed. I still continued with that kind of heart. Okay? Now, there are some people who will come to me. I'll take them to my secret chamber, perform something for them. Once they get out from my presence and get to their location, they become billionaires just like that. And none of them said thank you to me. Do you know the kind of businesses that I have planted in this country? Majority of the business tycoons that you know in this country, majority of them 12 years ago, 10 years ago, they actually came to seek for my help. Do you know politicians who have paid a visit to me to require my assistance? And all these, they never helped me. They never helped me. If I tell you I can make you prosper, you would think maybe I am bragging. I don't brag, my dear. I am somebody that when I become committed to you, I can kill to make you satisfied. I can go an extra mile. I can do everything to make you satisfied. That is my nature. But in the end, nothing worth substantive came out of that. So one day I said to myself that the power that I have been using to perform miracles for people, and they have been enjoying life, whilst I am wallowing through impecuniosity, long suffering, hardship, life vicissitude, I've been going through boisterous movement and stuff like that, and none of them turned their back to even help mitigate me or to just get me out of that particular problem. I said that enough is enough. So I will use the power to help my own self. I will use the power to help my own self. And from that day, I don't waste my time on certain people. I pray for myself. And indeed, the Lord has been so good to me. I pray within shortest possible time, then miracle happens. When it's regarding money, I pray within twinkle of an eye, then miracles concerning money happens. And as of then, I used to perform these miracles for some people. There was a man who came to me with tears. And then he said to me that, man of God, I have been in UK for more than 30 years. Now I have become of age, but I don't have anything to boast of. I and my wife, we are suffering and we are going through a lot. Do you know what happened? After he complained this to me, I took this man to my secret chamber, made him go through some spiritual preparation, some rituals. And then when he left my presence, I told him, go. I'll create an opportunity where there seems to be no way. You just go. I am done with whatever that I'm supposed to do to you. You just go. Then he left my presence. He went to UK. He went to UK. Only for him to take a stroll one wonderful evening. When he left my presence, I think exactly 2 weeks, he decided to take a perambulation around the town. Then he just bumped into a rich man. And then in conversation they initiated later resulted in establishing a business. And then this man was able to finance this man that has nothing to write home about. 10 million pounds to come and establish a business in Ghana. 10 million pounds. The saddest aspect of it is that this guy got the money, came back to Ghana, came to establish the money, the business. I was the one who went to champion the opening of that particular business. Did all the necessary spiritual things behind closed doors. Now, after going through a lot of things, this man said, somebody has come to sabotage me to that. OPATAFUOR, the way he performs miracles, it is not like that. The guy, he's using some, either Lucifer is the source of his power. He's being empowered by high satanic power. Now, because of that, he never came to me again. But you see, I said to myself that what I have labored to establish, I will never destroy it. I have that power to destroy that. I have that power to destroy that. But I said to myself that I will never do it. Today, the business is still functioning, but that person has cut tie with me. He doesn't even come to me, and I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. There was another one too, the same thing. He was actually taking care of a rich woman, a man who was taking care of a rich woman, a man who was taking care of a rich woman. And you know what? The rich woman was able to gift the guy when he visited me. If I lie, may I remain cursed. After he visited me, the rich woman was able to bless this guy's life with $1 million. He never bothered to say thank you to me. He is enjoying life. If I am to say it, I have a lot on my desk to talk about. But you see, I don't care. I later said to myself that, why not use this power for my own gain? Now I've been using it. Ever since I tried shutting certain doors in my life, I'm living a stress-free life. If I need money and it's very urgent, I run into my chamber. 3-4 days, whatever that I want, it comes out just like that. That is why I am not bothered. I always come out and speak the truth. I'm not bothered whether the person becomes offended and say, I will not pay tithe. I know you, these Christians, once a pastor preaches and it doesn't favor you, you say the pastor is preaching against you, so you no pay tithe. I know the attitude of you black people, so I have prepared myself very well. That is why if you pay tithe, I say a big thank you, God bless you, and stay in my corner. When you need my help because you pay tithe, you have every right to knock at my door and I'll open it, listen, and give you directives concerning whatever that you're going through. Apart from that, my doors are always shut. Today, in fact, allowing people to get closer to me it's something that is very difficult for me. I have taken to myself that I will always come live here, preach the gospel to you people, then I'll go my way just like that. I will just come live here, preach the gospel to you people, and go my way just like that. I don't want to engage in any sort of things. No, I want to live at peace, because the more you allow people to get closer to you, the more they hate you. So to save yourself from all these petty distractions, then you must shut certain doors, and that is it. Today I am happy. I am happy because I have been using the power to satisfy myself. I've been using the power to satisfy myself. At first, when Mr. Osei got closer to me, he is the one who keeps on agitating, fighting me. Papa this, Papa this, that, Papa this, that, Papa this, that. When people come closer to me and I try pushing them back, then you see Mr. Osei getting offended. Now, I didn't say anything. I said to myself that as time goes on, Mr. Osei will grow. And once he grows spiritually and physically and gets an experiences in the field of ministry, he will know how to carry himself. When Mr. Osei, when people started using their fingers to pierce his nose, when people started using their tongue as cutlass to cut him into pieces, today he is even more aggressive more than me. He is the one that doesn't want people to even get an inch closer to us because of what they did to him. Because of what they did to him. How he volunteered to build certain responsibilities. How Mr. Osei took care of some people because he feels the Spirit of the Lord has been good to him. So why not render help to some people? They lambasted him. They jeopardized him. They disgraced him. They brought him to naught. To an extent where they threw that on him. Today, when you call Mr. Osei, he will tell you, I'm busy, I'm busy. You see, it's not that he is busy doing something to an extent where he can't listen to you, but because of the nature, the attitude of some of you people. Because of some of you people. Today, Mr. Osei, he wakes up and say he will never allow anybody to get closer to him because he has had enough. At first, he thought, I am the one who is not good. But when he went through just 0.07% of what I went through, now he's always keep on saying that he finds it difficult to allow people to get closer to him. Man of God, there are some people who are senseless, irrespective of those people becoming Christians, irrespective of how righteous, how prayerful they are senseless. When you open doors for them, they will not see it as an opportunity, but they will come into your life and dent your cloth. Do you know the number of times that people went behind scenes to orchestrate a satanic event against Mr. Osei? And if hadn't been my intervention, I don't know where it would have ended him. Sometimes you do good to people, then they use that channel against you. So that is how it is. That is how it is. You learn the hard way. You learn the hard way. And I love it. I love it. And I love it. At first, anybody who gets closer to me, then the Lord will be telling me a lot of things about those people, leveling charges against those people. Then I will be the one to intercede on the behalf of those people. And the very thing that the Holy One charged those people with, you see that it will come to reality. Then I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked. All the painful things they did to me. Later, when I turned back, telling the Lord, he said that he never said I should help those people. That is exactly what the Lord told me. He told me right in the face that he never told me to help those people. I did it out of my own. So I have learned a lesson. He says, anybody that he, the Lord, wants me to bless, automatically he will tell me. But if people comes to you with all forms of problems, I was shocked for the Holy One to tell me something about my fellow man of God. I was shocked. A man of God that I hold in higher esteem, a man of God that I show reference to, a man of God that I love so dearly, a man of God that I know he carries a genuine power. I was shocked when he exhibited certain character. I was shocked the Holy One said or made certain statement regarding that person. I was shocked. I was shocked. I was shocked. Could you imagine? Could you imagine that I fasted for 7 days, and then in that 7 days, I said to myself that there are some people that I can't let them suffer just like that. I have the power of the Lord to bless you, to prosper you. So after the fasting, I invited those people. They were in certain number. I've forgotten their number, but they were not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They were, I think, 10 thereabout. I personally volunteered that whatever curse or any demon or principality that is fighting them, that is not making them prosper in life, let me work hard and deliver them from those bondage. So I fasted 7 days. I went dry. After the fasting, I told Mr. Osei to invite those people and bring them. I want to work something spiritually for them. I want them to prosper. And to my surprise, the people that I love so much, that I will always want to see them happy, when I presented those people to the Holy One, the Holy One didn't even look onto their face. The Holy One told me that these people, do you trust them? Do you believe them? They are betrayers. They are living under pretense. Once they get what they want, what they will do to you, you will never like it. So I wanted to test it and see if what the Holy One is saying will come to reality. And to some of them, the day that I was even blessing them right before the church, I said it right before the church members that they should not forget where they are, and they should not forget what I'm doing for them. If Zenith of Heaven's members are watching me, they will attest to what I'm saying. I said to some of them, do you know that after getting what they want, they are the very ones who went behind me to sabotage me? They teamed up with my young pastors to disgrace me. And I was very grateful. So when I returned back telling the Holy One, he says, you are human and I've been in existence for ages. My existence is not determined by time. Time doesn't operate, or it doesn't function at the corridors of the celestial dimension. Time only functions in this earthly realm. So when he is saying something, he knows it best. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So, man of God, there's this guy. He came to the church, and the wife has poisoned him seriously. The wife poisoned him to an extent where he nearly kicked the bucket. I'm telling you, he nearly kicked the bucket. The wife poisoned this guy where he nearly kicked the bucket. If hadn't been my intervention, he was going through a lot in his mind because he has consumed the poison. He thought that was the end. He thought he was going to die. But I said to him that the God that I serve can never sit down and allow an ordinary poison to take your life. I know you have taken in poison, but once OPATAFUOR has stepped in, I will rewrite the code. Indeed, the Lord being so grateful, I sat down, fasted, and did a whole lot of things to get this man's life back on track. After getting it, he has lost everything. He has lost everything. He was in debt. He was owning a Chinese company, not less than 2-point-something million Ghana cedis, old currency 20-something billion. He was owning. He has gone to seek loan from somebody from Edum, I think 700,000 Ghana cedis. And these people were chasing him. I fasted and did everything. They nearly took his life. I fasted, rejected everything, and stood in for this guy. After getting it, I was able to raise money for him. He squandered the money. The money that I'm talking about is not just a chicken change, a huge sum of money. He exhausted everything. I gave him an opportunity again, second chance. I gave him that merit. Still, now he went to an extent where all the necessary provisions that I've made, he went to I think one of his colleagues to seek for loan, and then he's supposed to use something as collateral. Then he came to tell Mr. Osei that because we have so many cars, Mr. Osei should give him one of his cars to be used as collateral. Why? Because we have become too friendly and we have opened our doors to him where he can come in unannounced. We have been giving him that merit. Then Mr. Osei came to tell me. Then I told Mr. Osei that he owned a house. So if he needs a loan and they are demanding a collateral, he should use the house to go for it. You shouldn't be the one to give him your car. What of if you give him the car and he dies instantly after he has taken the car to go for collateral? What of if he dies instantly? How are you going to get your car back? So if he wants loan, if you go to the bank, use the house that he has built with his own sweat as collateral. When Mr. Osei went back and told him that, champion, use the house that you have built, as collateral to go for the loan. The very moment Mr. Osei made that statement, he became offended. That moment, this guy became offended. That moment, he became offended. And then he started telling people that we are not good people. We are evil, we are this, we are that. To an extent where he dreamt, and the spirit of Mr. Osei had invaded his dream and slapped him. And the spirit told him to go and confess all what he has done. He came to confess, and I didn't say anything, not knowing this guy has made up his mind that he would destroy you. So he has tapped some people in the church. So one day I was there, and the Holy One said, do you know this guy has been tarnishing your image and saying all sort of things against you just like that? And then I was shocked. So I went to do back to the center where I did some ritual. And I did it early at dawn, somewhere 4:30 to 5 o'clock a.m. Around 11 a.m. to 12, thereabout. Then a beautiful lady walked to my end, holding a phone, and then he actually sent me a voice note. He played it at the initial stage. She played the voice note to my hearing, and I developed some interest in it, and I told her to send this particular audio to me, and then she sent it, and I decided to listen. The sort of things that this guy has said about us, to an extent where he is saying that he is the one who feeds us, who provide everything for us. We are evils, we are devils. I have been killing people for sacrifices, and I've been using people occasionally for rituals. This guy, I was shocked. In fact, if I were to confront him physically, this guy would have denied it. But we have his voice note, so he can't deny it. Then I pick up a phone and call him. I say, hey, is that how you are? He cut the phone. Now, I think I had a mega program in Kumasi. I had a mega program in Kumasi. And then there's this woman pastor who always partake in any of the programs that I'll do. And I know most of you people are aware. She is called Mama Eva in Accra, Agbliza. In fact, I have once stepped my foot into her church to conduct a service for her. Now, on 31st, on a usual note, he normally gather all the church and bring them to Kumasi. Not knowing they have manipulated systems and orchestrated a satanic event to happen, where this guy in question has picked the number of this lady pastor and then called this Mama Eva and said a lot of rubbish, evil things. So when Mama Eva came to me, Mama Eva said a lot to me, and I was shocked. But I said, well, let it be. I give everything to the Lord. One day, I know that everybody will be held accountable for whatever behavior that they exhibit. So where is the reward in all the sacrifices that I made? Where is the reward? Where is the reward? If the pastors in this comment section are coming out to attest against or to testify against the attitude of some of the church members, you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. You see, to save yourself from all this stress, you must do all things in glorification to the name of the Holy One. But you see, you must conduct yourself in all things with wisdom. You must act on the verge of your intelligence. So where is it? People that we used our resources, people that we used our resources, where are they? Today they are all wallowing through a lot of hardship and stuff like that. Some of them, you wake up, they will send you a voice note rendering an apology. My own people who got closer to me, my own people, not long, my own family members who got closer to me, what they did to me, if hadn't been the intervention and how strong and matured that I am, I would have committed suicide. If hadn't been the intervention of the Holy One and how he has prepared me spiritually, I would have committed you see, I would have given up the ghost. My own fellow human, my own family members who got closer to me, what they did to me, and how they went out there in their number to sabotage me, to disgrace me, to level all forms of accusations against me. If hadn't been the intervention of the Holy One, you just be there and you hear that OPATAFUOR has kicked the bucket. But you know, sometimes I give some people the merit in the name of maybe they will repent. I didn't want to hurt anybody. I didn't want to abuse power, because I have power to deal with you, to destroy you to any angle that I want. But I didn't want to step into the shoes of Elisha, as how these little children disrespected him and he couldn't hold it, where he cursed these children. I didn't want to be a victim of that. So I always hold on to my heart. Do you know the people that I have fasted, I have prayed for, I have even went an extra mile to establish them, and these are the ones that have hurt me big time. My own family members, the people who got closer to me, do you know what they did to me? My own family members, I'm telling you, I swear by the sword of justice, what they did to me and how they planned to bring my ministry down, how they went behind scenes to tap some church members to orchestrate a satanic event just to get me disgraced. Do you know how they have gone an extra mile? How these people have leveled false accusations, an accusation where I don't even know what to do or what to say exactly to respond to them. And do you know the people that they went to? They have come to believe what they have said. What my own family people, what they did to me, my own family. I never went to anybody for help. I never told anybody to come to me. Those my family members, they came with tears, they came with pains, they came with burdens, and I never rejected them. I welcomed them with a wholehearted, a kind heart, gave them a place to put their heads. Some of them, I established them, gave them money, and at the end of the day, they allowed themselves to be used against me. So at the end of the day, I just watch them and let it be as how it is and move on. But next time, I have to make sure that I get my objectives right. I have to make sure that it is not everybody that deserves your time. Let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you the truth. If you are watching me, man of God, be very careful. Every little action that you will exhibit, any directives that you will initiate, please, with all due respect, pray over it. Pray over it, okay? Man of God, pray over it. Don't neglect to seek the prospect of the Holy One's concern regarding your life. Always involve the Lord. Always involve the Lord in all your doings. Any legitimate endeavors that you will undertake, always involve the Lord, or else what humans will do to you, you will not even have the mouth to explain to people. And it is not worth it explaining it, because those who heard it have already taken stance. So no matter what you say, they will never buy what you are saying. So in this narrative, it is not worth it when you explain yourself. Be very careful and guard yourself. Guard your heart. Guard your heart. Guard your heart. At first, I was never like that. I was a kind of being that when you trigger me, I will destroy you instantly. But as time goes on, I said that I will not do that. Let me show mercy to some people. And in the process of showing mercy to people, this is how far they pulled my legs to. That is why showing of mercies has been cut out of my life. This time, I always tell you that you hurt me one, I'll hurt you 7 times 77. I will leave an indelible mark in your heart where my name will forever written in your heart. You will never forget. Every day, anytime, any day, any hour, when you open your mouth, you remember what I've done to you. I'm telling you. Be very watchful. Be very careful. Because what I know is that if the outsiders are hurting you, your family members should be the one to stand by you. If an outsider is hurting you, a family member should be the one to stand by you. But this is the situation where your family member is the one who sells you out, because this guy has an intention of going to establish his own ministry, and instead of him to walk out of the church, he decided to work undertone where he was manipulating things, orchestrating events to suit his evil agenda, where he was painting me behind doors, under the carpet. This guy was painting me to church members, But when he sees me physically, he will shout and hail me, OPATAFUOR. Now, when he keeps on shouting my name, anytime that I'll go on my knees, the Lord will tell me, this guy, this family member of yours, he is evil. He has been sabotaging you secretly. Be very careful. He goes behind me, use my name to extort money from people. Then the people who knows me very well will be upset with his attitude. They will tell it to the face of this guy that OPATAFUOR is not like that. OPATAFUOR doesn't go about demanding money from people. Why are you using his name in such evil act? And then this guy will intentionally do a voice message, a voice recording, and insult them. But when you see him physically, this guy is innocent, as if he has never stepped on an ant before. Then he goes about behind doors, undertone, disrespecting people. Then all these people at a point, this guy, because of his behavior, it became much unbearable to me. And I have to walk to the end of my own ankle, and pour out the pain in my heart to my ankle, what this guy is doing. At the end of the day, I felt if care is not taken, this guy will collapse my church. I never knew that he has connived with my uncle to go and acquire a church license to go and establish his own. I never knew. So as how I kept on complaining to when I received the complaint from people living in diaspora, and I channel all the complaint to my uncle's end. This very uncle of mine, whom I have sweat, I have labored for, he goes behind me and disclose the secrets and everything to this guy because they have agenda. And at the end of the day, the agenda must come into fulfillment. What I'm going through and what is actually affecting the church is not their concern. They don't care. At the end of the day, even they have gone an extra mile to an extent where they have pulled the legs of some of the church members, where these church members have pledged an allegiance to them in the name that when they leave the church to establish their own, these people will leave my church and follow them. Do you know that when I shut the church down and reopen it on 1st October, I wanted to confirm something. Do you know that this guy was going behind me, calling my church members? He has shut the church. We have started our church. Why not come and join us? Our church is this. Our church is that. Do you know OPATAFUOR doesn't have time? He doesn't pick calls. Do you know he doesn't have time for you people? Do you know my young pastor went an extra mile to tell people that I am a gambler. I gamble a lot. Do you know, even when he left the church, the stupid things that he did, the nasty things that he did that I can't even use my mouth to say. At the end of the day, he connived with this my uncle. And at the end of the day, they were lambasting me, saying that I have been killing people. I use people for sacrifices. And sometimes when I hear of things like this, I hold my heart, because I knew they have set a trap for me. Because when I open my mouth, and curse them for something to happen. They will tell me that when they came to follow me, I have used them for sacrifice, where the glory and the blessings of the Lord upon me. They want to spill red oil in the glory. So that was the agenda. So I have to be very careful. And even though when they saw to it that I will not take any actions against them, this is what motivated them to an extent where they went through an extra mile. They went through an extra mile, sabotaging me. But when he sees people that are very close to me, he pretends he loves me. He pretends I am a brother to him. But you see, you cannot do this to a brother. What exactly were they having? When my uncle and that guy, when they came to me, what exactly were they having? They were not having anything, nothing. I actually took to myself to rewrite their destiny code. I took to myself to change everything around them. At the end of the day, what happened? Why are they? But you see, so I later realized that because I left the church into this guy's care, he has planted evil seeds in it. So I have to take the church down. I have to take the church down. What I have gone through, my brother, what I have gone through. So sometimes I just keep things to myself and laugh and enjoy life and let things be as how it is. I am a type that I don't say much. But if you are a pastor and you are watching me, if you have a church, be very careful. The church is your establishment. And don't play with the church. Don't do brother. Don't do sister. Don't do uncle. If you have any help, let them stay aside and help them externally. Don't involve them in your things. Don't involve them in your things, because at the end of the day, they will come and say something which will jeopardize you in your absence. They can connive with your church members and jeopardize you in your absence. They can jeopardize you in your absence. Because I have really suffered. I have been disgraced by my own family members who had nothing. And I took to myself to help them. What they did to me, my dear, if hadn't been the intervention of the Holy Spirit, I would have kicked the bucket. So I realized that even if nothing at all, the church that you have established, it's like a business that you have established. Let's put it in that way. And if you have established your business, then you involve people of that mentality, people of that criminal intentions. When you involve people of that mindset, I'm telling you that the church will never grow, or the business will never grow. They used my name to take money. They use my name to take money from people. So at a point, I started hearing people living in diaspora, people living in Canada, Germany, Italy, Spain, saying that OPATAFUOR is Azan, OPATAFUOR Azami, OPATAFUOR Jimise, OPATAFUOR Yese, OPATAFUOR Yese. So I sat myself down and said, so who on earth have I duped? Who on earth have I scammed? Why are people leveling all these accusations against me? So I have to go on my knees in the presence of the Holy One. Then he told me that, do you know your junior pastors have been using your name to extort money from people? They have been taking money from people, and for the fact that they are using, they are under your care, and then they take money from people, they know you are the one behind it. That is why they have been leveling false accusations against you. There is nobody who gives to you OPATAFUOR genuinely with a clean heart that will go and stand anywhere and level any forms of accusations against you that you are this or that. Apart from the people, they always lie to that they are going to children's home, they want to go and do charity. Now, to an extent where some of the members that are following me, if they need prayers, then they will tell you, pay this money, sow this seed before we will pray for you. OPATAFUOR doesn't have time. OPATAFUOR has given us the mandate. Now, the power of OPATAFUOR has been wielded to us, and because of that, we have taken charge. So if you want to do this, pay money, pay this, pay that. And they kept on extorting money from these people. And this is what brought a lot of shameful propensities on me. To an extent where when I walked them out of the church, even with that, they didn't repent. Do you know that when I walked them out of the church, still these people didn't repent? They still went behind me and then kept on saying, OPATAFUOR says this, OPATAFUOR says that. I think Paul Suman in South Africa, of recent, he had an engagement of that sort. When this guy claimed he is doing a church at Bantama, then he called Paul Suman that the program, I told him to organize that program, and for that matter, I'll be coming for that program. So Paul Suman should send money to him, and Paul Suman sent money, and he did that because of the love that he has for me. You see, he has used my name to extort money. Sometimes when I tell people certain things, you never understand. I am only watching them because I don't want people to point fingers to me. But I have the power to take their last breath. I have power, I'm telling you, I have power to take their last breath and prove to them that they are fools. But I don't want to touch them. Whatever judgment that will befall them, they will accept it in good faith. And that is just by that. Linda says, Papa, did they ever come back to apologize? Yes. Yes. They came back and said they are sorry for whatever misconduct they have committed. And I said, okay, fine, let me go and pray. When I went to pray, and then the Holy One said they have never repented. They are only doing a cover-up. And once you accept them, they will come into the church and prepare for their last short because they know that some of the things that they have done, undertone, if I discover it, there is no way that I will walk with them. So they will come and pretend as if they have retracted and fully repented. So because of that, they will pretend to cover up and say they are sorry. So now what you do is that go and tell them that if they have come to apologize, you don't have anything against them, but they should go. You will never walk with them again. They should go. It ends there. The road ends there. If they wanted to go far with you in life, they wouldn't have done that to you. And when I said that, and then they left the church, this is where they even did the worst things to me. When I said that to them, and then they left the church, this is where they did the worst thing to me. This is where they lambasted me. This is where they sabotaged me seriously. This is where they sabotaged me seriously. This is where they sabotaged me seriously. This is where they picked a car from one point to the other and they went to sabotage me. And I was laughing. So when I hear some of the things they go about saying about me, I'll go on my knees and laugh and thank God that indeed the Lord will still be the Holy One, because he knows exactly what is in the heart of men. He knows exactly what is in the heart of men. He knows. He knows exactly what is actually in the heart of men. My brother, be very careful. You see, most of the pastors, they always kick the bucket untimely. And then you think maybe they went for magical powers. That is why the Lord has killed them. That is not a fact. Sometimes, indeed, some of them, they go for powers from elsewhere to venture into ministry. But there are some people, because they sacrifice themselves and gave out their whole to the world, and at the end of the day, after giving out their whole to the world and people didn't value them, they were not able to stand in life. I am a type that I know we are living in the dispensation where it is very hard to come by money. So I don't want to worry my church members. I don't want to worry myself with money with regards to my church members. Whatever that the Lord gives to me, I am all right, because I know that at the end of the day, the church member also has a responsibility to attend. And these people were begging money, taking money from people, to an extent where on Tuesdays I will travel to go and do something. Then on counseling session, people will come for counseling, and those who will say they want the fruit of the womb, because a lot of people who have paid a courtesy call to me for babies, I've been able to pray for them, to intercede on their behalf for them to conceive. And because of those testimonies, people who also find themselves in the same situation, they tend to comfort that particular situation with their friends, and then they direct them that in case if you have been to hospitals and what you are going through is highly susceptible to paranormal, just go and see Prophet Opatafuor. Now on Tuesdays, when they come and then I'm not there, then they join the queue to this young pastor. Then this young pastor tell if they outfit whatever that they are going through, maybe I want the fruit of the womb. He knows he cannot pray for the Lord to give somebody the fruit of the womb. So do you know what he does? He charges some of them. As at then, there was a time that a lady came to lodge a complaint when I walked him out of the church. Now he said that she came to counseling section where I wasn't there, and then she joined the queue to the end of this young pastor, and then she outfitted to the young pastor that she needs the fruit of the womb, and then the young pastor said she should bring 5,000 Ghana cedis. And do you know what they did? This woman paid. They bargained. Imagine bargaining over the power of God. They bargained and then told this woman that she should come the next day, not knowing the money that this woman has paid. They have used some to go and buy herbal medicine, and then they gave this herbal medicine to the woman that she should go and use it. It is coming from OPATAFUOR. It is OPATAFUOR who prepared it, and once they use this particular herbal medicine, she is going to conceive. And then I know some of the church members are aware of these stories. And then this woman, I was like, hey, so you will be there and police will come and arrest you. You will be there and police will come and arrest you. And then you will not even know what you have done. You will be there and then police will come and arrest you. You will be there and police will come and arrest you, and you don't even know what you have done, not knowing your junior pastors are going behind doors, sabotaging you and doing a whole lot of nasty things, taking money from people. Then you use some of the money to go and buy beaters, people that keeps on saying that their manhood is down. You see, they are experiencing premature ejaculation. Now when they come for prayers and I'm not there, they'll go and prepare beaters and give it to them and tell them that I'm the one who manufactured that particular beaters, and those people will go and drink it. Imagine OPATAFUOR preparing beaters. Me OPATAFUOR me beaters. I'm not surprised, because you see, Dathan, you see, Abiram, these three prophets, they did the same thing to Moses. And then they divided the church, where some of the church elders, 250 out of the 1,000 church elders that Moses installed, 250 out of the 1,000 church elders, the 250 went to side up with Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. And Dathan, Korah, and Abiram went on to disgrace and sabotage Moses, that Moses has become powerless. Now Moses is a fornicator and a whole lot of things. They sabotaged Moses seriously to the church. And then they divided Moses' church, and some of them went to back these young pastors. But Moses, at a point, he couldn't entertain it, where he struck them, and then the earth opened its mouth and swallowed these three young pastors under Moses. But I don't want to do that. That is why I see them and I laugh, because I say to myself that you don't know what you are doing. I made you whom you are. Even if I've ever bought 1 Ghana water for you, 1 Ghana cedis, pure water, 1 Ghana cedis, and then you go an extra mile to do this to me, whatever that you do is before you. At the end of the day, you have yourself to be blamed, and when the Lord holds you accountable, you respond to it. And I'm only doing this because they want you to strike them. Then they will use it against you that when they came to follow you, you have used them for sacrifice. But you see, if there is any sacrifice for me to make, my father is there, my siblings are there, my nephews are there. I would have used any of these for sacrifice. But you see, I don't join any secret society. I carry the purest form of God's blessing. And you see, they thought they were doing all these things to me. You see, the saddest aspect of it is that this guy went to my father and rendered apology to my father that he is sorry for whatever that he has done to me. He knows that he is at fault. My father said, okay, you just go. I'll tell OPATAFUOR, and then you will take it right from there. Now, let's assume that indeed, if you have truly repented, would you have dared go against me again? OPATAFUOR, I have done something that I know that I didn't do it well. I go to that person to render an apology, and then after the apology, I go behind that apology to sabotage or to fight the person again. Now, was that apology coming from a repentive heart or what? Was it coming from a repentant heart? Be the judge yourself. Somebody comes to you and tell you, oh, I'm sorry, I've wronged you. Now this person, right from that, 3 days later, they go behind you and sabotage you. Has the person truly repented? He has not. And that was what actually transpired. So I have learned a lot of lessons. From my family sector. Right from childhood, I was never loved or liked by my family members. I was thrown out. I became a street hawker. I became a gangster on the street. I was raised by the street. And then the Lord showed me a favor. After the favor that the Lord showed me, I decided to not hold it back, but to extend it onto people that also need help. This is the main reason why I allowed these my family members to get closer to me. I forgave them with a clean and genuine heart and said that, well, let bygone be bygone, and I shouldn't listen to the bandwagon of these distractors. I should just allow things go just like that and reunite with them. Reunite. And then I allow these people. What these people did to me. What these people did to me. It was an eyesore. What they did to me. It was an eyesore. What they did to me was an eyesore. It is heavy enough to make somebody kick the bucket just like that. But you see, That is how it is. The people that, do you know that at Esubontin, when we used to have church service at Esubontin, a day, people would travel from overseas, not less than 100, 200 people. Americans, Canadians, the Germans, the UKs, the Spains, the Spaniards, the Italians, right? All these people will flew from that place and come to church on Tuesdays and go back. I know what I'm talking about. So sometimes on Tuesdays, I close somewhere 8. I will start church service on maybe 10. Then I'll close church service on 8:30 to 9 p.m. And that time, when I close, because I have stand on my feet for so long, I'll lose my sense of smell. I'll not be able to even have taste. Why? I could see that I am extremely tired. I have exhausted everything, the little energy in me. Sometimes I had to take in Lucozade. So at a point I realized, hey, the Lucozade is becoming too much in your system. Be very careful, because it can hurt you. Do you know that at a point I'll lose my sense of taste, where on Tuesdays I'll tell Mr. Osei to go and buy me gari and beans. There is a certain gari and beans in Kumasi. I will tell Mr. Osei to go and buy me gari and beans. Now, when Mr. Osei goes to buy me this particular gari and beans, do you know how I prefer eating it? I want it to be in the rubber, tie the head, and then pierce the bottom and be squeezing the gari and beans out, as how these young students or the people will be doing the basic level and then SHS and stuff like that, how they used to eat. I don't even put it in the bowl. I'll be squeezing the gari and beans out like this and eating it. I'll eat small and leave the rest and go back to bed and sleep. If I'm not lying, I have more than 50 men who are in America, some of them are captains. Some of them are captains. Some of them are major. You see, my ministry is not meant for young boys. My ministry is for matured people, people who have advanced in life, people who are of age. That is me. That is the power that the Lord gave it to me. But at the end of the day, all the sacrifices and everything, I think all were labored in vain. So I sat myself down that OPATAFUOR, though I am doing the work of God, but I must do well to act on the verge of my intelligence, or else one day you wake up and you will experience cardiac arrest. And a foolish man or woman somewhere will say that you went for juju, so your time is due, knowing fully well that my time was not due, but because I couldn't take critical look at my health system, that has warranted me such situation. So today, a lot of people are crying, a lot of people are saying a lot of things, but I am at peace with my spirit. I prefer, I have been talking to the Lord, and my biggest wish from the Holy One is that one day I'll wake up one day and the Holy One will tell me, OPATAFUOR, don't establish a church again. That day I will sacrifice a full cow to appease my soul. Indeed, a burden has been lifted from my shoulder. I am praying that the Lord will tell me. I am praying seriously. I am praying seriously that one day the Lord will tell me that Opatafuor, don't do church. That day, I'm telling you, I will sacrifice a full cow and appease my soul with it. That is what I'm wishing. And if the Lord grants me my wish, I don't know what I'll do. I'm telling you. I don't know what I'll do. I don't know what I'll do because Opatafuor, at the end of the day, it is not money that I'm looking for. So if I don't do church, and then always I'll sit in front of a camera like this and engage you people on this dimension, I prefer that. If the Lord will make me to engage you people always from a distance like this, and by not allowing anybody to get closer to me, or even if I will allow people to get closer to me, I'll be very selective. With that, I'll be grateful unto the Spirit of the Lord. I'm telling you. Because at the end of the day, once they don't get closer to you, you save yourself from all nonsense and rubbish. I always want to engage you people like this. Like how you are watching me, you are sitting at the comfort of your domicile. I'm also sitting comfortably here. Now I'm using my phone to televise or to stream what I'm saying. So we just engage ourselves on phone like this. Then at the end of the day, peace will reign. And that is it. So as a man of God, I will never tell you that don't help humans. But please help humans, knowing fully well that you have really consulted the Lord. Knowing fully that you have fully consulted the Lord. Consult the Lord. Pray about humans. Okay, as a pastor, if you are watching me, pray about humans always. Make sure to pray about them before you open your doors for these people, because you don't know the weapons they carry in life. Some of them, they carry IBMs on their tongues. They carry missiles. Some of them, the words they will spill out against you, it's like they have shot you a missile. So I realized that let me go the way Moses operated. You strike me, I strike you 7 times. Leaves an indelible mark in your heart. And then by that, you will feel the heat. I will not feel the heat alone. But when I used to be soft, that moi lie, it went against me. It went against me. So, man of God, help human, but apply fiscal wisdom when you are helping those people. Apply fiscal wisdom when you are helping those people. There are some people that, as I speak with you, under no circumstance would those people be allowed to get closer to me. No matter what, they will never get access to me. And that is me. And I'm not doing this because I hate them. I'm doing this because I am protecting my peace. The little peace that I have to protect it. The little peace that I have to make sure that I protect it. Help human. Do whatever that you can within your capacity to help humans. But make sure in the process of helping those people, you apply physical wisdom. Because at the end of the day, you have yourself to be blamed. Maybe you might not be able to stand the face of adversity when all those people decide to turn against you. To me, this situation was normal to me because of how I was brought up. I was raised on the desert, so probably because of that, I am used to situations like this. Some of you have not walked down the path that we have walked, so you might not be able to stand on the face of situations like this. So protect yourself from me. Protect yourself from me, so that at the end of the day, you will not have a fracture in your heart. Oh my goodness. Reverend Stephen and Danny Mensah, so why are people like that? You don't know what you are dealing with, right? People are very, very dangerous. It is better to make friends with a python, an anaconda, a mamba, a black mamba, or a green snake. It is of best to make friends with those animals than to make friends with certain people. It is better to make a serpent, because as for the serpent, you know what it is capable of is biting. So at the end of the day, when this particular serpent bites you, you know that that is what it is fond of. So it is no news. Would you ever turn on your TV, your radio set, and then one day, would you ever turn on your TV, your radio set, and then one day you hear it on the airwave that a snake has bitten somebody, and then you be astounded, you'll be surprised? Would it be possible? Because it's of no news. You know that a snake is capable of biting. So once you make friends with a snake, it will bite you. So it is better to make friends with the snake so that one day it bites you and it doesn't become a surprise to you, because by virtue of that, you know the snake is capable of biting you. So once you have made friends with it, you will be very careful in all your endeavors. In your friendship, you become very careful. Rather than some people pretending to be angels, they come into your life, they cause you pain, they disrespect you, they jeopardize you, they disgrace you, they level all forms of accusations against you with that pretentious faces. With that, when you experience that, it will be a surprise to you. It will be a surprise to you. It will be a surprise to you. So be very careful. So today I have taken a decision, and the decision is that if any member of my family needs help, it should be out of the game. No family member of mine will ever attend my church. No matter whom you are, you will never attend my church. You will never come to my church. You will never get close to me. No sibling of mine, nobody. Apart from my father, nobody on earth, whoever you think you are, will ever get closer to my ministry. It's a decision that I have taken in secrecy. If I am to do church again, nobody. If they need help outside the church, they should come, but not to my church premises, or not even close. I will never do that. There are so many churches over there. You can go attend it. I don't care. Whatever that happens to you, it's your own cup of tea. And that is it. Today, I have saved myself from all kinds of stress. I am enjoying life. The power day. If I need anything, I just go into my secrecy, go into my chamber, do whatever that is expected of me, what I've been taught to do. After doing it, that thing comes. I'm enjoying life. I don't go to any place. I don't do anything. I only do what we call money. Only money. You say me nyehwe sika dwuma nko an na me ye sika nko an me ade achi a me pusika nko an na mada. Ade achi a me pusika nko an na mada. Now I have Divine Destiny Clan members and I have Zenith, but I wish to dissolve the Zenith and uphold the Divine Destiny Clan society. That's what I want to do. Today, for me to use the power to go and work miracle for somebody, I just raise my hands up and tell the Spirit that I have presented myself. Work miracles for me. I need miracle money, not a chicken change of $20,000. No, I need money. Like you work miracle for me, $100,000, $200,000, $400,000 within a month. Then I will enjoy life. That's what I've been enjoying. Not that $10,000, $20,000, $50,000. What am I using that chicken change for? Today I use the power for myself. I haven't enjoyed life, because at the end of the day, even when you use the power for somebody, that person will not appreciate, and at the end of the day, that person will come and level forms of accusations against you. So to save yourself from all this stress, keep it to yourself. If you claim you have power that can help somebody to get money, why not use it on yourself? This is not by force. I don't even know the reason why I should come out and advocate to the people that they should come. The Lord will bless them. No. Let me keep my mouth mute and enjoy my life. Yes. Sanity. 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 I'm see me have me now me catch the just say you see the me do no OPATAFUOR mintimi ha me hu bebre wo ne oba bi hu sa okotena radio so a like buanipa no sa niema no me pese me yifiri mabra bom na me ba life say ya na ma be kanya me asem na me come baby sana I say me person me me life me kanya me asem say ya na me come baby ene de odi nyame asem ni be ye bia no e between woni unyankopon. This evening I was actually saying something to one of my men. I told him that you can force the horse to the riverside, but you can never enforce it to drink it. Okay? So you can literally play a role in the life of people, but you can't force them. This is where you have to get it. So I wish to always come and then preach the gospel. Preach the gospel to you. And then one or two people among you, you have a very clean heart. There are some few people among you who are very clean. My focus is on you. Some of you, you have a clean heart, a genuine heart. And I really love you people. It's just that you're very far from me. Okay? So my focus is on you people, and then my Divine Destiny Clan members. I know my Divine Destiny Clan members. When I'm down, those ones, they will come to my service. I have commanders in it. I have lawyers. I have judges in it. I have lecturers. It is full of technocrats. Good. I have kings and queens who are part of the Divine Destiny Clan member. My focus is on those people. And then few ones among you who also has good heart for me. Apart from that, I have shut all doors. Can't you see that OPATAFUOR, I am not bothered? I'm not bothered in doing church. Have you ever witnessed somebody of my type before? A pastor who shuts down church just like that. So let's assume if it were to be money that I'm looking for, don't you think as I have shut down the church, it will go against my finances? Don't you know that as I have shut down church, it will go against my finances? If church was my source of living, if the church was my source of everything, as I have shut down the church, it will go against me. But you see, because of what I have in secrecy, I keep on multiplying. I keep on multiplying. There is no single project that I am championing that has been halted. I've never put in a stop to any ongoing project. They are all in the pipeline. We are doing everything. We are doing everything. We are doing everything. I have never put in a stop to any project. The houses that I'm building, the underground projects that I don't want to use my mouth to mention, they are all still ongoing. All those projects are still ongoing. I have never halted. I have never halted. They are all still. Now, let me show you something. Every day, every 3-4 days, I spent not less than 20,000 thereabout. 3-4 days. Now let me show you something. Now you see here, this is on the 16th of June 2026. I spent 131,000. On the 19th, okay, 124,000 Ghana cedis. Why? Where do I get the money? Where do I get the money? Do I go on robbery? The grace of the Lord upon my life is sufficient, and I was made in a special way. So all those who have been ganging up against me, sometimes I just watch them and let them be as how it is, because you don't know my source of income. So you see, Roger Joseph said that. What about the December 20? The December 29th program is coming on. That is the program that I am opening my heart to bless people. And when I finish blessing people, I'll shut the door again. I am opening the door from 2 years. This 29th coming, 29th December 2026, will be exactly 2 years since I shut down church. Okay? So I am celebrating 2 years of not attending church. So you can come and join me, then we celebrate. Okay? And then at the same time, on that 29th, I will also be celebrating my birthday in a mega star, because I was supposed to celebrate my birthday in this 6th June, but you see, things wasn't possible. What I was actually expecting to be used to celebrate the birthday, it couldn't work. So I have postponed the celebration, the enjoyment, and everything to the 29th. So as of 29th, the church service is coming on. If you are a pastor and you need impartation, you just come. I'll do it for you free. I'll not take a dime from you. If you need breakthrough, if you are suffering from any chronic ailment or something like that, you see, this is what I don't like to say, but I don't have a choice. You, since the 29th, it's coming on live, so you just come. Okay? So the biggest aspect of all what I have just said, I used myself as a testimony to you, proving to you that people can be very diabolic. People can be very wicked. But irrespective of how people become wicked to you, please still pray and don't give up, okay? Move ahead and work ahead. I am a type that I don't bear grudges against anybody. That is why God keeps on blessing me. You see, sometimes I'll sit down and ask myself so many questions. Why, the Lord, you have been so good to me? I just ask myself so many questions. Why the Lord has been so good to me? I always go about and say that. Why has the Lord been so good to me? Because when I sit down, looking at where I'm coming from and where I have gotten to, irrespective of what I've been through, I know the Lord has been so good to me. Because at the end of the day, what I have been through, if it were to happen to somebody, the best thing that I could have said to the person is, just forget and forgive yourselves, and then let it slip through your fingers and move on. So why don't I say the same thing to myself and move on in life? You see, I don't bear any grudge against anybody. No. I am a type that I know the secrets of this life. Okay? When you bear a grudge against somebody and have evil intentions against people, it will go an extra mile to hurt you. Even sometimes when they make mention of the name of the person that you have something in your heart against, you see that you'll be frightened just like that. You'll be panicking. Your heart will start beating just like that. So why should you bear a grudge? Live that transparent life, stress-free life, enjoy life, and move on with your life. Everything is life. That is why the Lord keeps on blessing me. Imagine somebody, my church is no more, nothing. Then the Lord keeps on blessing me just like that. You will be there and you don't even have any idea. Somebody will just call you and tell you, Papa, I've been watching you for more than 6 years, 5 years. And in fact, I've been following your directives and it has helped me a lot. Papa, I'm giving you this. Sometimes I say, oh, what did I do for the Lord to touch the heart of people to remember me just like that? Even this 6th June that just passed, the way some people celebrated me, those who used their resources, the little that they have, to celebrate me, even that one alone is worth it. So why not pay attention to the ones who loves you and forget the ones who are distracting you in life? If they don't like you, they necessarily don't own your life, so you have to let them go, and that is just that. I'm telling you the truth. I only said all what I said this evening to tell you that indeed I have been hurt, but you see, upon all what people did to me, I have never allowed myself to be held back by those people, their actions. I always move on in life. I have never allowed what I wouldn't have said what I said. I wouldn't have said what I said. And there is no need for me to say it. But I only use that to tell the man of God that even people who are very close to you can go extra mile to become diabolic and wicked like that. But don't allow their actions to hold you back in life. Still, you must progress. And make sure you don't bear a grudge against anybody in life. You forgive, but you don't forget. I know the people who have hurt me. I have forgiven them and trashed out whatever they did to me. But I have not forgotten. Right? It must be in memory. And by virtue of that, since it is in memory, what they did to you will guide you in life to make certain decisions regarding those people. That is what I want you to understand. You forgive them, but you shouldn't forget what they did. So that next time, when you keep their actions in memory, it will remind you where you are supposed to stand and where you are not supposed to stand in life. Forgive. Yes, but don't forget what they did. Because when you forget it, history will repeat itself. And everybody who forgets what the enemy did to him or her should remind his or herself that history will definitely repeat itself. So we really free the watam for year wa ka hun said ye eto no ebi besa to bi enti o de che na mo wo de to far so say de bia no ebeboa no watimi atutu anamo no wakọ anim wa abrabom sa na tiw ebi na ne nyɛ sɛ mvanche o ma diliti kura enim akomam but ma adwene na me di keep memory nti o mitirim sɛ wo yɛ mi sɛ but ehu hia me but me duru baby a metwa bi na me de aya dance de a kire obi say me kura ya ye me say enti se obi ye osa emwa ba mu kokɔ w'anim saa na abrabote. You don't expect everybody to welcome you. At a point, some places they will reject you, but move on. Okay? We are software. Emwabamu muda. Kuko wenim. Odi edi omeka bia omon kan kire me opatafuo na odi mechi no. They have said more than worse things to me. They have crucified me, just that they didn't do it on the cross. People have used their mouth to crucify me. They have used their mouth to crucify me. At a point, I had to shut myself indoor and ask myself so many questions. Where did I go wrong? What did I do wrong? Why are people treating me in that manner? Why are people doing all sort of things? But I have the power to harm them. But you see, sometimes I have to exercise restraint so that I don't also abuse the power because of what they are doing to me. Because most of the times it will be hurting like that. So even with what they have done, I still have to make sure I control myself and not use the power against anybody. Unless when I'm being permitted by the higher heavens to use it. With that, I don't have any choice because instructions has been given to me from the higher realm. Apart from that, I am always cool. Until when 2026, when we entered into 2026, the Lord says, I have lifted every band that was placed on you. Today, you can raise the sword and activate the Mida Keneged Mida. And I activated it. So that is how it is. So please, sometimes I feel within my spirit that even my enemies are shocked. My enemies are shocked. You see, my enemies are shocked. Where does he get money to be facilitating all the projects and the things that he has been doing? My dear, all has been the doings of the Lord. Now, I have said to myself and swore an oath that the wise ones and the smart ones, I'll pick them just like that. Then just bless them and let them become a blessing unto the Lord. That is how it is. Oh my goodness. Okay, forgive, but write it down so that you don't allow yourself to be fooled the second time, so that you don't step into their trap. But forgive. Don't hold any grudge. Don't hold anything in your heart against them, but live a stress-free life. In as much that you forgive them, you put it on records. Because once you forget what your enemies did to you, history will repeat itself. And I must tell you the truth. That is why when I see you, I'll be watching you from afar, your actions and your reactions, your relationship with me. When you are confirmed, I'll pick you then I will add you to the Divine Destiny Clan. Because the Divine Destiny Clan, once you become a member, that place, you enjoy life. You enjoy full protection, full power, full blessings, full wealth. And then, those two who are part of Zenith, the Zenith members who are in abroad and in Ghana as well, the smart ones among you, you know that it's not everybody that can hold on the blessings of the Lord. I'll pick you from north, south, east, and west, and then empower you spiritually and physically, financially as well. And that is it. It hasn't been easy. Linda says, Papa, please, can women be in the Divine Destiny Clan? Madam Linda, yes. The Divine Destiny Clan, as I speak with you, I have 42 women. 42 women who are part of the Divine Destiny Clan members. And none of them is poor. And you can't kill them. You can't even do anything spiritually against them. Okay? 42 women. Industrious women who has something, who carries weight. Yeah. 42 women. Very powerful women who are empowered secretly. As for the Divine Destiny Clan, the members, I don't bring them publicly. I don't bring them. Linda says, so Papa, please, what's the requirement to be added? You see, you write few exams and then prove yourself that indeed you hold OPATAFUOR in higher esteem. And for that, you will not be a cat and mouse. You will not come there and play that cat and mouse game. And for that, you stay truthful to the great one, the Holy One of Israel. And once you are being confirmed, you will be initiated. Okay? We will conduct you through spiritual processes. You know that the day you confess the name Jesus and accept Jesus, on a literal note, they will take you to a riverside just to baptize you. The form of baptism, they will give it to you in the realms of the spirit. We will say you are being initiated. So once you also become member of the Divine Destiny Clan members, you must be initiated. We must perform some spiritual rites for you. And sorry, we don't kill over there. We don't sacrifice goat, animal, or anything. We don't do that rubbish over there. And we must empower you spiritually and physically and financially as well. 3 major things. We empower you spiritually. The spiritual thing comes in a way like this. You must be protected. You must understand that you need the protection of the Lord. Not on a literal base as how you go to church on Sundays or maybe on program and then you start praying, seeking the face of the Lord just like that. No. This is a higher level of protection where you can sit at the comfort of your zone and command things to happen, even if you have not come to me. In Divine Destiny Clan, we show you the dito ways. You yourself, we impact power onto you. we transfer power to you. We empower you. We impact. We do everything. We charge you with powers so that you can also be at peace. It's not everything that you will be calling, unless maybe you need a higher spiritual assistance. Then you involve me in it. Apart from that, you have your own power. You know how to handle those energies. And that is it. Nobody bullies you. Nobody curses you. Nobody tries to disadvantage you in life. Everything becomes sound and clear. And that is the higher level of spiritual protections. That is the spiritual higher level. You'll be fortified on all the 5 levels of soul operation. Majority of you people, you don't know the 5 level of soul operation. God willing, tomorrow, which is Saturday, on the 20th, exactly 8 o'clock, I'll come and teach you the 5 levels of soul operation. The soul operates on 5 levels. The soul in human, it operates on 5 levels. So we empower you from the level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you become fully empowered. And with that, you are fortified. And nobody dares to penetrate. You see how OPATAFUOR I talk? Have you noticed how I talk and how I do my things? It's because I've been wired in all 5 levels, and it's not easy to bring OPATAFUOR down. So you must understand things, okay? Jeffrey Osei. Jeffrey says, please add me to this group. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that is how it is. And then you must be empowered financially. That is another opportunity that will be granted to you. You must be empowered financially. And in Divine Destiny Clan, we show you the 7 levels of how to operate, how to manipulate systems to favor you financially. All the levels, the 7 levels, we will show you how to orchestrate opportunity to come your way just like that. How to mastermind certain games to become the boss among all bosses. And that is what we do. So once you are poor and you don't have money, you must be rest assured that you have sold your freedom. So in Divine Destiny Clan, we don't want to sell our freedom to anybody. So financially, we empower. We empower everybody through the 33 streams that flows in that clan. Okay, we empower people to enjoy the 33 streams that flows to the end of Divine Destiny Clan. So financially, we don't want the situation where you'll be walking and debt. Some of you, debt is what is killing you. Life, debt is killing you. Please, Divine Destiny Clan, we don't owe anybody, because OPATAFUOR, I don't owe anybody. Anybody who tells you that I own the person, tell the person to come out. I have never gone to buy anything on credit. Ever since, as I speak with you, I have never bought anything on credit. I have never bought anything on credit. Everything about OPATAFUOR is cash and carry, cash down. So in Divine Destiny Clan, because we also want to operate and become champion of our own. Some of you don't sleep at peace because you owe too much. You owe too much. You owe too much. So in Divine Destiny Clan, we make sure you don't fall into that debt trap. If you need any financial advice, once you are part of that Divine Destiny Clan, intellectually, we have seasoned bankers, seasoned accountants, seasoned financial gurus in there. And then when it comes to spiritual too, I am there. So in Divine Destiny Clan, we don't miss any opportunity. Any opportunity that knocks at our door, we grab it and make good use of it. That is Divine Destiny Clan. That is why any of the members can just wake up and wire to my end, because I make sure they live a successful life. Imagine a society where the members are owing. Do you think the members will be able to appreciate their grandmaster? What are they going to use to appreciate their grandmaster? So the Divine Destiny Clan members, they know what I am capable of and what I've been doing and what goes on undertones. So you just be there, they wire to your end. I know a lot of people are knocking at the door. Who wants to join? Don't worry. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Some of you in Divine Destiny Clan, when you join Divine Destiny Clan, it's just that majority of you people, you write the exams and fail. Like if you were to pass the Divine Destiny Clan exams, when you pass it, this is where you experience real power. In Divine Destiny Clan, we don't joke with things. So you'll be there and the Spirit of the Lord will appear to you. The Spirit will appear. Major, different spirit. They will appear to you. They will communicate to you directly. They will tell you, maybe somebody wants to poison you. Maybe you are traveling to somewhere and something is about to happen to you. They will reveal to you. They will show you this is what is coming to happen. This is exactly what is about to happen to you. This person has evil intention. This and that. This is what we do. We enjoy raw power. We don't fake things there. We don't say nyame or funny boy on to them. Sankwasi asemono Divine Destiny Clan me pacho yenka bi ho. Nyame or funny boy on to them. Nyame ni enim de ye eno ye ma ne ma. Me pacho sankwasi asemono yenka bi ho. Ye yini ye twa sansensem ni mu. Nti say ya mpase nyame tumi wo ho a. Adenti na Abraham ni Moses mu de omo ni nyame nante ye na momo de yes, wuntimi ehu nyame uhu nyame kura wuntimi ntenase ena uhu nyame ya obewu sankwase asem na King James akeka na wafa ho no no waja hoko. So we teach people, say this, say that. Bo ne nyame tumi apia na ene okasa. Nyame tumi no okasa, nyame tumi. We will teach you how to communicate with higher dimensions. That is why we don't accept anybody anyhow, just like that. No. Okay, say yeah. Nyame di ofane bo onto ne ntem. Nyame ne nim ni oye na oye ma ne ma. I've been hearing a lot of things like that. Charlie, so financially we empower you. We empower you. That is why OPATAFUOR, if I don't do church 1,000 years, still there will be support. Let's put the power aside. what I've been enjoying from my power. The divine destiny clan alone, that society alone can facilitate everything about me. But we are not doing church because of money. We want a lot of people to be saved, to be redented. We want a lot of people to also experience the raw power of the Holy Spirit, and that is all. So, you just have to let some people be. Roger Joseph says, I want that powers because someone is arguing with me because of you. You don't even need that power much, Roger. You just use my name. What do you want to do to the person? Just use my name. Huh? Just go and buy a virgin glass. Let me tell you, one of the dangerous directions that you can go and perform. Go and buy a virgin glass. Write the name of that person with red ink 3 times. If you want things to worsen to an extent where he cannot or she cannot reverse it, then make the name 6 times. But make sure you are right. Don't use the power for evil things. What I'm showing you, don't use it for evil things. Now, once you tear a white sheet, you write the name of the person 3 times. I prefer 3 times. I prefer 3 times. I don't want 6 times, because whatever that will happen to the person, you can't reverse it. Okay, so 3 times. Then you read Psalm 35 3 times. When you write the name 6 times, you read Psalm 35 6 times. Then you just mention OPATAFUOR. You say the God of OPATAFUOR, if indeed you are alive, this so and so has been doing this. I want you to show him that indeed you are alive. Then you put the paper like this. The paper that contains the name of that person in the virgin glass. Then you walk to maybe a far end. Then you smash it. You hit it on the ground and break it into pieces. Then you just leave it there. Just leave it there and come home. Don't look back. Come home. Let's see if the person thinks he has anybody in this world who can liberate him from what you have done against him or her. Let's see something. Opa say obisi or obi nipa na waso obi a odin a obetimi agye na firi ni nsem a abra wodi mimi din a involve case na opa akoye sa de na ye hwese obi betimi agye na firi ni nsem a ha ye. So that is how it is. Good night, okay? So please, if you are a pastor and you are watching me, with all due respect, no matter what they do to you, don't give up, okay? Hold on tight and live at peace with everybody. And I'm sure the Lord will hear your cry. The Lord will bless you. The Lord will never forsaken you. He will see you go through all this, and whatever evil seed that anybody will sow in your life, don't forget. It will be multiplied 7-fold, and then they will return it back onto the person. Okay? I pray you become successful in all your endeavors, and it shall be well. Good night, and God bless you so much.